Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beguiled by Books. Today, I'm going to share my favorite book series that I think would make great screen adaptations. Let's get started. It's no secret that Hollywood loves to draw upon the world of books for content. And these book series, I think, would make amazing screen adaptations that could easily develop a cult following. The first book series that I would love to see translated to the screen is one I consistently recommend and one that I think everyone should read, and that is the Abhorsen trilogy by Garth Nix. I read this series when I was a teenager, and I continue to revisit it as an adult, and I love it. I think it would be an amazing series or movie trilogy or something like that on the screen. There's so much vivid imagery, but there's also so much that a creator could play with in terms of bringing this world to life on screen. I would love to see how these characters come to life. I would love to see how the technology could represent some of the characters well, like a talking dog and a talking cat. 30 years ago, that would have been pretty cheesy probably, but today I think it could be done very well. So I hope Hollywood takes notice. I hope Garth Nix would be agreeable to something like that. I'd love to see Sabriel adapted for the screen. Another series I would love to see adapted for the screen is the Daevabad trilogy. And this is three books with kind of a fourth extra short stories kind of character background. But I loved this. I got this as part of a book subscription several years ago, the first one, The City of Brass, and completely devoured it. There's so much rich imagery that the author writes about, and I loved this world of Middle Eastern mythologies that is so underrepresented in screen, or at least in American cinema. And I think this would just be phenomenal to watch. So much cool stuff with the various, again, the characters, the mythologies, the mythical creatures and gods and goddesses could be so powerful on screen. And based on some of the backgrounds in the short stories, I think it could really be expanded as well. So I would love to see the Daevabad trilogy adapted to the screen. Another series that I think would actually translate well onto the screen where I didn't love it in book form is Priory of the Orange Tree. I mentioned this in another video, but Priory was a book that I really wanted to love, and I just couldn't quite get into it because I didn't love the characters, but the world building was incredible. And I feel like if you could get that world building that's been created by the author on screen with a lot more richness of characters developed over, a couple seasons or something like that, that would be another Game of Thrones, I think. It would be really powerful. It has the potential to be extremely well done. I mean, we've got dragons, we've got different continents and worlds and mythologies and religions, and all of these different pieces come together. That's already been done. It's just the character backstories and the need to care about the characters that I didn't love as much. So that on screen, you'd have an instant cult following. Would absolutely love to see that translated to the screen. Another series I'd love to see translated to the screen, which is a series still in progress, is the Alex Stern series by Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo's other series, Shadow and Bone, has been translated to screen for Netflix, and it was really great. There was a big push to save that, and I still think her work should be continued. Netflix is a bit quick to cancel shows, in my opinion, but that's a different video. But I would love to see her newest series, the Alex Stern series, which is Ninth House and Hellbent, translated because it takes place at Yale. There's a lot of demonology and underworld stuff and secret societies at Yale happening. And I just think that would be a really cool kind of like dark academia vibe, which is really popular right now and would make a really good show or potentially movie, but I'd rather see it in a show. Finally, another book series that I would really love to see adapted for screen is Olivia Blake's The Atlas Trilogy. So this is, again, very dark academia with a bit of magical realism thrown in. The characters are very rich, have a lot of depth. You can go a lot into their backstories. There's a lot of interwoven components. There's a time element. It's fascinating book series, and I loved reading it. And I would really love to see this on the screen and see who would play the various characters, how that on-screen chemistry works, all of that fun stuff. I think that would be amazing for the screen. What are some of your favorite book series that you want to see adapted for the screen? I would love to know because I'm always looking for new books to read and always keeping my eyes out for what's going on in Hollywood. So please let me know in the comments. And as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hope you have a fantastic day.